Hey guys, welcome back. This is Soccer Apparel, and I'm going to be doing a tutorial on tips and tricks for digitizing and what you should avoid and show you guys an experience that I had with a digitizing service so that you guys can learn off my experience and know what to look out for just in case you guys decide to outsource. So the first thing you want to take count of is stitch count, which is down the bottom right of your screen. The next one is the hoop size. This is going on a medium-sized hoop, so ideally I would like to be around 40,000. You could take, for example, this Tanjiro sweatshirt that I've already made. This is at 45,000 stitch count, which translates to about an hour and a half maybe worth of stitch time. So this is the first issue I found, which was overlapping of layers. There was multiple layers of this same skin tone. So this could potentially lead to your machine actually getting damaged, as well the needle and the product too. The product's going to be really thick and it might cause some puckering. So in conclusion, that is a huge red flag that you guys should be looking out for, and that's probably why the stitch count is so high. The next issue I found was these running stitches being cut again and again. This is a issue because your machine will go in and then it'll stitch it out and then it'll cut it, and it'll repeat the same process about 12 times, which looks like the amount of times that they have these lines in here. So making sure that you just have one simple line can save you a whole bunch of time, and as well as save your machine. That needle is very delicate and you don't want to mess it up. So I'm going to show you guys what I would do from the very beginning. So this is the first picture that my customer sent me for the commission, and the first step we're going to do is outline it with a satin border. So that's what I'm going to click. I'm going to click satin right here, and I'm going to show you guys the rest of the process. And that is it. That is how it should look for the very first step. The second step is going to be going through the face and now doing the smaller details with a triple run outline. Or you could also outline and color at the same time, which I will show you guys how I'm doing it. So the first thing is we're going to click our digitize close shape, and we're going to digitize it normally like how we would with an open shape, but this time we're going to think about coloring everything inside at the same time. So you don't want to go through the lines in his teeth, in the middle of his teeth. Instead, you would skip that and just go all the way around his teeth like so. This way, that when you go back and color it in with the open shape, you could just do that line and you'll be all done. Here's a little helpful tip, but if you click hide selected, it will actually show you what it looks like without it so that you know where to put the outline after that. You can do whichever method you'd prefer. I just do that personally because I find it easier to do this instead of resequencing it all at the end. So it makes it a lot more quicker and a lot more smoother, which at the end of the day is what we want. So I just want you guys to take a quick note of this. I do everything about his skin and hair tatami shaped, but for eyelashes, sometimes eyes as well, I do satin. And the difference between those are just simply the shininess of it, the bulkiness of it, and that's about it. I would not recommend that you stitch over a satin because of how thick it is when you stitch it out, but it'll definitely make your embroidery stand apart if you do it. Feel free to pause right here, but these are the colors that I use whenever I embroider my stuff. I basically use those colors each time I make something, so please feel free to use it, and it'll help you guys out whenever you want to color match the things on your designs. So I don't know if this is a big brain move, but I do this every time I do my designs. I usually just copy and paste the eyes onto the other side, as you saw I did right there. You just need to click this part right here where it says mirror X, and it'll flip it around after you've pasted it. That's all the steps you really need for this part, and then we'll go ahead and fast forward the rest of this and get to the next step. Alright, so we're on the last step, and this is probably one of the most important steps out of all of them, is sequencing. So you need to make sure that all of the outlines that you have that are the small ones like the triple runs need to be right before the color. Otherwise, when you stitch it out, it might misalign or move around a little bit too much, and it could potentially make or break a whole entire drawing. So I'll go ahead and explain this for you guys. So the top is going to be the colors. You're going to click that tab, and then the bottom is going to be the arrows that you're going to choose to move it around on the sequencing part. So once you've done this, we're going to click the line that we want to move around, and then we're going to go ahead and click those arrows that I told you guys about, and we're going to keep clicking up until we can no longer see it. That means it's disappeared, and that's right exactly where the color ends. So we're going to repeat that to all the lines around the whole entire face, all the details, etc. And that'll basically be it, guys. After all that, we could check out the final work, and we are at a whopping 49,000 stitch count. That is amazing compared to the last one. Both of these look really good, but realistically, I don't think the machine would even survive that stitch. It was just way too crazy. There was way too much stuff in there, and I would never risk my machine to do that, and we saved ourselves so much time. So here's how it looks when it's stitched out. and let me know what you guys think. And thank you so much for watching the video. See you guys next one. Bye.